Hello everyone, Dream Envoy here, and welcome back to more of Let's Play The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time. Last time, we reached Zora's domain as an adult, to see that it has frozen over. Thankfully, the ice managed to lead us to this ledge here. Entering into a cavern, hopefully we can find out why Zora's domain has frozen over. Welcome to the Ice Cavern. Here we'll be introduced to a new enemy, stalactites. Thankfully, they're not too annoying. Here's another enemy in here, the Freezards. Watch out for his freezing breath, destroy completely before it revives. Here's the best strategy for it. Well, best strategy is to not get frozen. Destroy the one that's moving around. Wait for them to, stop blowing. Then hookshot to them. The hookshot will damage them a little bit. Get out of the range of their icy breath. And defeat them quickly. Of course, avoiding the annoying blade trap the entire time. I have no idea why Navi is turning green there. I don't know, maybe you can... some MPA over there. Anyways, avoid the blade trap. Go between where these two red ice are. That's the direction that you need to go. There's the indicator that, that's where you need to go. Anyways. I literally just repeated myself. Because, you know, without the map and compass, it's pretty easy to get lost in here. Especially when there's something to do in each room. Anyways, get over here. And you'll see this huge spinning blade here. Surrounded by silver rupees. Silver rupees are gonna be worth 5 rupees. If this blade is a little bit annoying, just duck. And yeah, there is that one pot there that, that flies at you. It's the only plot that flies at you, though. Anyways, you want to, get over here. Ow, I got knocked back. And you see that there's a gold Skulltula up there. Go ahead and grab it. That should be number 68. Anyways, make our way over here. Jump on these ledges. And we'll get to the last silver rupee. There's going to typically be 5 silver rupees here, and I missed. There's typically 5 silver rupees per realm. Collect them all in order to proceed. They are, like I said, they are worth 5 rupees. But you're not gonna notice them since I'm completely filled up on rupees at the moment. Anyways, that ledge is where we need to go. Just continue climbing up. And move on to this room. You hear some Freezards there, go ahead and ignore them if you want. Just continue on. And we'll end up in a room that actually has some new enemies. These are blue keys. They act like fire keys, except they freeze you instead of burn you. Anyways, go ahead, use your arrows to take care of these annoying things. Okay, you're not my priority. Just wait for you to stop blowing. blow me. No, not really. Blowing me would probably hurt. Oh, they would definitely hurt. Anyways, jump over here. And you'll come across some blue fire.
This blue fire, it doesn't seem natural. Maybe if you can use it for something.
Pull out your shield immediately. Arrow? There we go. Anyways, you want to forget about your ocarina, and yeah, you're gonna need at least one empty bottle in order to complete this dungeon. Gotta sacrifice that fairy. I could sacrifice the bugs since we're not gonna need them again for quite a long time, and they could be found pretty much all over the place. But yeah, you can bottle blue fire there. And you're probably wondering what blue fire might be used for. Well, once I take care of this Freezard, I'll show you. You got some blue fire, and you got some red ice. Blue fire melts red ice, just like how red fire melts blue ice. It makes perfect sense. Anyways, we get our first dungeon map. First. It's not a first, but we do get the dungeon map. So that should help us a little bit. Believe it or not, this technically isn't a full dungeon. I mean, it's more or less just a mini dungeon. You could call it pretty much the first mini dungeon of the game. Anyways, before we continue on, I do suggest grabbing some more blue fire. You're gonna be grabbing some blue fire pretty often. Let's go ahead, ignore that Freezard, ignore the blade trap, just continue on. We want to make our way back to the previous room. Yep, back to the room with the spinning blade. Where are we gonna go? Let's see. There are various places that we can go. I do think that it's this place that we need to go to first. Is this the place that I'm thinking of? Yes, it is. I did go to the correct place. Anyways, we got some regular keys here. The regular keys, I do think they can go into the blue fire and become ice keys that way. Kind of like how red keys can turn, fire keys can go into red fire and become fire keys. Anyways, let's go ahead and take care of them. Why not just use a hit shot? Save some arrows. Anyways, see a piece of heart over there. Can't do anything about it. Thankfully, we do have blue flame here, which you're gonna easily reach. Go ahead. Use it on this ice. And go ahead and obtain our heart piece number 29. And you can probably hear a Skulltula here. Yep. Is it everybody's favorite number? Yes, it is. Everybody's favorite number. Anyways, go ahead. Grab some more blue ice. Blue ice? It's clearly fire, but, you know, whatever. You guys knew what I was talking about. Anyways, that's another large chest. You can probably guess what is contained inside. It's no surprise! We get the compass. And before we leave, do not forget to grab some more blue fire. Why? Because we're gonna need some blue fire in order to proceed immediately. Anyways, we're gonna be trying to go down to the south. Not here, but nope, we're going directly across, sorry. Not south, because south is where we came in. Before proceeding, let's go ahead, backtrack, get our blue fire again. Anyways, once you have some more blue fire, just continue to proceed down this path. Destroy all these less annoying stalagmites. Avoid the stalactites. And this room. You actually might want to take care of all the enemies here first. Don't be afraid to use your shield first. Like so. Now, I don't believe there's any more enemies here, save for this gold Scochla, which we might as well take care of right now. Floor is slippery, be careful not to fall into the abyss there. And we're gonna have a little bit of a puzzle. There's 5 more silver rupees to collect. Go ahead and collect that free one over there. And this one is a little bit of a puzzle. Well, it's obviously a puzzle. First things first, thankfully I remember this puzzle from the back of my head. And that's why we wanted to grab some blue fire. So we can melt this ice. Blue fire, red ice. Mixing opposites. Even though that the opposite of red is actually green and the opposite of blue is actually orange, but whatever. Anyways, problem is, we can't really push this block anywhere else except into the abyss. Thankfully, pushing it into the abyss spawns a brand new one. So let's go ahead and proceed with, well, going through this. I believe we need to first push it west. Nope, I was completely wrong. That's fine. If you need a new block, don't bother moving out of the room and back. Just push it into the abyss. And spawn a new one. You actually want to push it south. This is where the compass and map are very helpful because you can see which direction Link is facing. Go up there. Want to face this one direction. Push it this way. And you kinda want to go in a square pattern. Climb up. And you may see some floating rupees there. In case it's not too obvious, pull out your ocarina. And play the Song of Time. That would cause these blocks to appear, which we can just easily climb up. Just go ahead, face this direction. And okay, that was kind of weird jumping animation. Anyways, go ahead and grab this convenient blue flame. And continue on with the puzzle like normal. Want to get kinda close, do not fall into the abyss. Take your time. Get onto this side. As soon as you can, push it. Again, you're kinda just going in a square pattern. Go ahead, climb up. Gotta remember to press the button. And that would open the door, well, down south. Go ahead, make your way around, and push the block to the south. Like I said, kind of like in the spiraling square pattern. Anyways, take care of the Frizzard. Wait for you to stop blowing your icy breath. And once again, use our fire. Now, I actually recommend something, and it might be a little bit crazy, but go back, play the Song of Time, and get some more blue fire. Ah, that's cheap, taking me up on the side like that. And the rear. Really? Yep, that's right. I went through that puzzle again, repeating it twice, just so I can get some more blue fire. And it is worth doing so. When you finish this dungeon, you want blue fire. Anyways, go ahead, through this door. I love how this room looks. Just, it is so cool. But here we get my favorite enemy in the entire game. Shame that there's only one of them. But this is the White Wolfos. Pretty much the same as any other ordinary Wolfos. Just go ahead. Wait for it to miss. Don't deflect its attack with a shield. And jump slashes back to insta-kill it. Yeah, it took me 2 strikes, but that jump slash to the rear is an instant kill. It's a shame that that's the only White Wolfos in the game, because White Wolfos is my favorite Zelda enemy in the entire franchise. And here we go, we get the Iron Boots. It's funny how we get the dungeon item even though that we are actually at the very end of the dungeon. Cheek!
We meet again, Link. If you came here to meet the Zoras, you wasted your time. This is all there is. With one exception, the Zoras are now sealed under this thick ice sheet. I managed to rescue the Zora princess from under the ice, but she left to head for the water temple. This ice is created by an evil curse. The monster in the water temple is the source of this curse. Unless you shut off the source, this ice will never melt. If you have courage enough to confront the danger and save the Zoras, I will teach you the melody that leads to the temple. Time passes. People move. Like a river's flow, it never ends. A childish mind will turn to noble ambition. Young love will become deep affection. The clear water's surface reflects growth. Now listen to the serenade of water to reflect upon yourself.
You have learned the Serenade of Water. I knew someone who went by that name. Zero instead of an F, but I knew someone. Didn't quite exactly get along with him.
Link, I'll see you again.
I guess in a way, in that sort of way, since it's been like so long since I talked to that guy, I guess the whole thing about Sheik's monologue about growing up and maturity and all that ends up being really fitting. Anyways, ooh, I love how the background turns like that when you go to the screen like this. But anyways, we now have two different boots. The Kokiri boots, which is Link's typical boots, and the Iron boots. You put them on, and Link can no longer run. Even his rolls are slowed down. But with a benefit, you no longer need to dive. You can just fall into the water. Navi will then say that we will choke underwater unless we take off our boots. And, I suppose that if you want, you can backtrack to the large spinning blade room in order to get some blue flame. Well, backtrack to the compass room, I mean. But we'll just continue onward. Opposite direction from, those two blue-red ice. Whenever you hear it shaking, just roll. Yeah, Link is pretty slow with these boots, and I guess, aside from sinking inside of water, I actually suggest against wearing the boots altogether. But, if you sink to the bottom of Zora Fountain, and yes, you do see that timer there that does indicate how much time you have left before Link drowns. In spite of that, go to the very bottom. Ironically, where you think that there would be death, there's actually piece of life. That should be heart piece number 30. If you ever need to get up to the surface quickly, it's simple. Just go into the menu screen and put on the Kokiri boots. And yes, there is a third sword in the game, more powerful than the Master Sword, a third shield in the game, and a third tunic in the game, as well as a third boots in the game. Yep, you may not believe me when I say that there is a sword more powerful than the Master Sword, but yeah, one does exist. And believe it or not, we're actually going to tackle the side quests required to obtain, said sword. But that's gonna be for the next video. But before I end it here, let's just ignore the fact that I've made a huge 360 when I meant to go back into Zora's domain. Now the whole reason why I decided to bring Blue Fire out here is simple. In fact, you remember King Zora is encased in ice? Let's finally free him. Get up real close. As close as you possibly can. You do not want to risk wasting your Blue Fire and having to go back into the dungeon. But we managed to thaw him out. This is completely optional though, however I do highly suggest it. Go ahead, speak to him.
Oh, I came back to life. Was it you who saved me? Don't be nervous.
I forgot what voice I gave him because it's been so long.
It looks like you have a hard time breathing underwater. As an expression of my gratitude, I grant you this tunic. With this, you won't choke underwater.
And we get the third and final tunic of the game, the Zora tunic. It basically serves as a diving suit. So, while we have a tunic that makes us immune to, that allows us to resist fire and lava, we now get a tunic that allows us to breathe underwater. Nice. And, okay, not my favorite shade of blue. It's a little bit too dark for my taste. Alternatively, you can bring the blue flame all the way to the shop. And if you're wondering where the shop is, it's literally just right behind here. But why would you want to go in there and pay for a tunic when you can get one from King Zora for free? Well, there is one reason. The likes eating your tunic and shield. That's one good reason. But aside from that, I did mention that in the very next video, we're gonna go through the side quest to get ourselves the third and sword that is more powerful than even the Master Sword. I'll save that for next video. In the meantime, I think I'm just gonna end it here. Next time on Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, we'll get that sword. If you like this video, hit that like button. I highly enjoy reading your comments, so be sure to leave one on this video. And if you want to see more videos from me, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. See you guys next time.